When you're trying to decide whether or not to go into business for yourself, it's important to remember that there are two options: business and job. Business is the opportunity to create something of your own, whether it's a small part-time job or an entirely new venture. It could be anything from selling homemade cookies to writing software that helps you manage your life better. It can be done on your own time, away from the office, and with few employees. Job is when you work for someone else and are paid a salary in exchange for your services. Jobs can take place anywhere, at any time of day or night, and they often require more hours than you'd like. Job opportunities tend to come with regular hours and predictable schedules. If you're a human, there's a good chance you've been thinking about starting your own business for the last few years. You may have even lost sleep over it. But it's not too late to make your dream a reality. Today, more than ever before, it's possible for people from all walks of life to start their own businesses and succeed. Why? Because in every field, there are more options than ever before. Whether it's photography or fashion design, whether you want to open a bakery or run an online education platform, whether you want to run a restaurant or build an app. There are so many different ways to be your own boss and do what you love. If you're a business owner, you get to work with people who share your values and goals, not just someone else's vision of how things should be done. When you work on something that matters to you, it means something. Your clients will feel like they're getting more than just a job from their relationship with you. They'll feel like they're getting help building their dreams into reality. Starting a new business is hard, but it doesn't have to be. There are lots of resources out there that can help you get your new venture off the ground. And it's never too early to start thinking about how you're going to make money. In today's video, we'll share 7 tips for starting a new business in 2022. 1. Start with the plan. A business plan is a written document that describes your company's mission and vision, financial goals, and all other relevant information. It's a living document that you update as you go through the process of starting and growing your company. Your business plan is the best way to organize your thinking about how you want your company to grow. It gives you a place for all your ideas about what you want to do, where you want to be in 5 years, and how much money will be needed on an annual basis for all of those things. You can use any format for a business plan that works for you, but it should include at least these elements. Mission statement. This is what your company stands for. You need this so people know what they're getting when they buy from you, and why they should choose your product over others' products. Company description, also called value proposition. This is the core message people will hear when they hear about your company in social media or on television. It should be clear, concise, and unique enough that people remember it when they see it again later, which they will. Market position analysis. How are others in this industry doing? What makes yours different? What makes yours better? How can you get more? 2. Don't underestimate the importance of social media presence. The importance of social media presence for new businesses in 2022 has never been greater. When you're starting out, it's easy to feel like your online presence is a luxury. You're just trying to figure out how to make a business survive, and you don't have time to worry about how much impact your social media presence can have on your potential customer base. But as you grow and begin to reach more people, those social media channels will be crucial for the growth of your business and for getting new customers. Social media is where people go first when they want to learn about something new. If you don't have a presence on these platforms, then potential customers might not even know about your product or service. The more established businesses already do have social media presences because they've been doing it for years. But even so, they need to stay active in order to keep their followers interested. So if you're just starting out and don't have any real experience with social media, Think about how important it is right now. You can start by posting regularly on Twitter or Facebook. You don't need much time or effort at all. 3. Be clear about your brand identity. If you're not clear about your brand identity, you risk confusing customers, losing them, and losing a chance at building a business. Your brand identity is the sum total of everything you put out there to represent yourself and your company. Your brand identity should be clear, consistent, and easy for customers to understand. The best way to create a strong brand identity is to make sure that your customers know exactly what they're getting when they buy from you. You should be able to tell them exactly how your product works, how it's made, how it's packaged, what it looks like, etc. It's also important to make sure that people feel like they can trust you with their information. You want to give them information that they can rely on and trust. And if they don't feel safe with something, they won't buy from you. 4. Know who your customers are and how they want to be treated. Knowing who your customers are and how they want to be treated is important for 2 reasons. First, knowing who your customers are helps you to understand who you're serving and how you can best serve them. Second, this information can help you tailor your customer service practices to best meet the needs of each group of customers. It's important to know who your customers are because it helps you to better understand what they need in order to make a purchase or conversion decision. If one type of customer is more likely to buy something than another type of customer, it would be wise for companies like yours to focus on that type of customer when developing their marketing campaigns or other types of communications. Knowing how your customers want to be treated is also important because it helps companies develop products and services that are custom tailored to the unique needs of each individual customer, and thus able to bring them back again and again. 5. Build relationships with social media influencers who can help you spread the word about your product. You're probably wondering what social media influencers are and why they're so important to your business. Social media influencers are people who have massive followings on social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. They have their own followers and engage them regularly with content that's useful for their audience. This can be anything from beauty tutorials to product reviews. In the past few years, social media influencers have become more popular than ever before. With the rise of platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat, it's easier than ever before for someone with a large following to start earning money from their online presence. Social media influencers can make thousands of dollars a year by sharing products or services with their followers. You just have to know where to find them. If you want to grow your business in 2022, then getting involved with social media influencers is one of the best things you can do. Social media influencers can help you spread the word about your products and services faster than ever before. And that means more clients for you. 6. Make sure you have all the proper licenses and permits required by law. The government requires businesses to have licenses and permits in order to operate lawfully. This is because it protects both the public and the environment. First, all businesses must be licensed by the state where they will do business. This license is often called a state business license, but it can also be called a local business license, depending on where the business is located. Second, all businesses must follow environmental laws in order to protect the environment and prevent pollution of water sources or other natural resources. Environmental laws are enforced by local governments and include things like noxious substances requirements for businesses that sell products that people use outdoors, like fertilizer, restrictions on dumping waste materials in waterways or oceans, and requirements for recycling programs at businesses that sell products that people use indoors, like paper products. Third, many states have additional requirements for certain types of businesses. For example, if you run a daycare center or nail salon, you'll need to register with your local health department so they can keep an eye on things like food safety standards and employee training procedures. 7. Make sure your business has a plan for succession. If you're the CEO or owner of a business, you know that there are many things that can go wrong, and that's just the beginning. When your business is doing well and you're happy with it, it's easy to take your eye off the ball and not think about what happens when things start to change. However, if you don't have a plan for succession in place, then when bad things do happen, like losing a key employee or experiencing a natural disaster, you'll have no idea how to move forward. A business plan for succession can help keep your business running smoothly by helping you create an actionable plan for handling any changes in staffing and operations. You don't have to be a genius to create a successful succession plan. Just follow these steps. A. Identify your goals and objectives for the future of your business. What do you want it to look like after you retire? B. List out what steps need to be taken in order for those goals to happen. What do you need from your employees or vendors? What are some new products or services that will help you achieve those goals? C. Create timelines and milestones that indicate how soon each goal should be achieved. When will you start hiring new employees? When will your first product release be? D. Include cost estimates for all expenses involved with reaching each goal. How much money do you expect this project will cost? So these were the 7 key tips for starting a new business. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sure you'll love our other ones too. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so that you don't miss any of our latest content.